let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Nick Chubb.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Mayfield lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Gain of a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This time Taylor will throw. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Up a 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
8 yards.
1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at at the 3-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 46 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down. Instead, they run it. And as you said, picked up the first down and then then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Browns 10.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
James on the coverage.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up second and 7.
Now Taylor. Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Mayfield took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score. Chargers 23, Browns 17.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he's into the clear. The 30, past the 20, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Austin Eckler.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Incomplete.
Second down.
It's now second and
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 76 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Chargers 38. Browns.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 22, Mayfield steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 23-yard line.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a gain.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That's a gain of 4.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
29-yard line.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Chancellor, the ball carrier. Greedy Williams on the tackle.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 66 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 7.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Cleveland.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Today's final score, Browns 40.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.